Hi, my name is Adriana Langston, and I'm going to use this video to share photos of an Airbnb in which I recently stayed. And even though I did not write a negative review about the Airbnb, the host wrote a negative review about me. I responded to her review, but in that response, I was not given the opportunity to share photos. So I thought I'd use this video to do that. So the house is in Cal Heights. I am not doxing anyone by showing this picture because this is the picture that is in the listing for the house. In the opening welcome letter from the hostess, she tells the guest to make sure to lock their car doors. It's in historic Cal Heights, which is also said in the listing, so I'm not doxing anybody by saying that either. And I want you to notice that the big bay window is for the living room and the small bay window is for the dining room. In the evening, you can see from the sidewalk the large flat screen television that's in the living room. And if you were a person who went around breaking into cars, and that's why the guests are warned to keep their cars locked, you might also be a person who might be interested in breaking into homes through windows that do not close all the way, such as the window that is in the living room. That you could fit your fingers in that gap and pull the window open. And I told Jean about this. I got there on the 21st. I texted her about this window on the 23rd. I also texted her about the even bigger gap in the dining room window. I told her I thought it was a security issue in addition to making the house chilly in the morning, and I reminded her that she was the person in the welcome letter that told us to keep the car doors closed. You would think that someone warning the guest to keep the cars secure would also be interested in keeping the house secure. These are the steps that I warned her about. They lead to the dog run through that faded orange door. The listing does say that there is a dog. The listing does not say that the area that the dog stays in is one in which the guests are forbidden to go in. As a matter of fact, the on-site resident gave me and my boyfriend permission to walk the dog on the first night we were there. And then he decided he didn't want us to walk the dog anymore for his own reasons, which are fine, liability. But he said we could play with the dog on the property. Well, playing with the dog in the dog run, because the dog liked to do fetch and was a really sweet dog, meant having to go down these steps. We were never warned that these tiles were loose, but these tiles are loose. They actually move under your feet. So I warned the hostess about that. She took all my warnings, as I even said in the text, which I'll read further on in this video, that she got in her head that I was trying to ask for a refund when I never asked for a refund and never had any intention of asking for a refund. So she got upset and kicked me out. So those are the photos I want to show. And for those who are not coming to this videos directly from the Airbnb review, I'll actually let you see the dialogue via text between me and the host. But for those who have come from the Airbnb review, I include this entire dialogue in my response. And this is the host. Her name is Jean, and I'm not doxing her. This is her actual profile photo from Airbnb. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and go through the communications between us now. This is her asking me when I was going to arrive, and that was March 21st, my check-in date, but I actually didn't see that till later. I think I put these in the wrong order. Again, how funny. Hold on. Okay, so yeah, here we go. Sorry I did not see these messages until just now, and only then because your email with the guidebook came. 4 things, three real, 1 nitpicky. It was warm here in Long Beach Monday when we arrived, and again on Tuesday, so seeing the back sliding glass door open to get a breeze made perfect sense. But seeing it open after 9:30 p.m. is disquieting, and here's why. I have no idea when Adrian, that's the on-site resident, goes to sleep. When I'm in for the night, I want to feel secure and safe in a locked-up house. Yes, this is Cal Heights, but even you warned us to lock our cars. There is no lock on the gate, on the alley gate, preventing intruders from entering the backyard. So when bedtime is approaching, I don't want to go out to the kitchen for a glass of water and find the back sliding glass door wide open, unless Adrian has communicated to us, hey, I am staying up late, but before I fall asleep, I will make sure everything is locked up and the house is secure. I have yet to hear Jasper, the dog, barking at anyone, dog or human, passing by on the sidewalk in front of the house. If he is a territorial dog that would bark at strangers coming in the backyard, he doesn't show it. He seems like a big, sweet ball of fluff. I have locked the sliding glass door after 9:30 p.m. the first 2 nights we were here, but that is only because I happened to notice it was open. I'm going to make it my business to check nightly now. But please advise Adrian after we leave to communicate to guests if he intends to leave it open at night, but to make sure it's locked before he goes to sleep. This will only partly secure the house, which brings me to my next point. The glass windows in the front, one each in the dining room and living room, don't close all the way. So in the morning, there is quite a chill in the front rooms, but I also feel this is a security issue. The slate tiles covering the steps leading to Jasper's dog run from the hallway door are really loose. Here's the thing. Now that I have told you that, shame on me or Michael if we fall because we both know. But on our first night here, we asked Adrian if we could walk Jasper, and he said yes. It was a wonderful experience because Jasper is a wonderful dog. But Adrian never warned us to get down into the dog run, we needed to be careful of those steps. Adrian has since decided for liability reasons that we should not take Jasper for walks any longer. We totally get that, but I still went into the dog run for this reason. We found it distasteful to have the main window that looks out from the kitchen looking out on 3 piles of Jasper feces while we were preparing food. 2 of the piles were there when we arrived. I got tired of looking at them, so I picked them up and took the poo bags out to the alley trash. I literally don't care that I had to pick those up. I was fully warned that there was a husky that the house had a husky, and guess what? Huskies take huge feces dumps. So if I never wanted to see poo, I needed to pick it up myself or pick an Airbnb with no pets. My point is that to get to the feces, I had to walk down those slate tile-covered steps, and they are not secure. My next point is nitpicky, and I admit it. Like I said, we knew the house had a dog. The dog has a designated area. Dogs take dumps. Those are just the facts. But yesterday, early evening, when we thought we might relax in the beautiful backyard, there was a big, fresh, smelly dump that was odorous. Jasper poo in Jasper's designated area is no one's real problem, but Jasper poo in the area of the house that was shown as a big selling point is a problem. A nitpicky one by my own admission. The unsecure windows and slipping slate are facts, but in my opinion, when Adrian has Jasper in the backyard advertised to guests as an oasis, he should pick up after Jasper right away so that the guests can always enjoy the backyard. Again, I admit this is nitpicky, while the window and the slate issues are real safety concerns. It sounds like you're unhappy on multiple fronts. This is Jean. I will contact Airbnb to issue a refund and ask you to leave this morning at 11 a.m. I'm on the phone with Airbnb support. I never issued any complaints to them, nor did I intend to. I never requested a refund, nor did I intend to. I was telling you this stuff for future guests. I don't want a refund. I'm not unhappy, nor did I plan to mention this stuff I told her personally in the review. I'm waiting for April C. from Airbnb to telephone me back so I can express this to her. I have contacted Airbnb, and they've made 2 attempts to contact you. However, you don't seem to be answering your phone. I'm going to give you an hour extension and a full refund. If you do not vacate the premises by noon, I will contact the Long Beach police. It's true they did attempt to contact me, but I myself was on a call. I didn't see they called until afterwards. My boyfriend and I were just saying how nice it is to be staying here. This seems to be a terrible misunderstanding. We're not unhappy here, had no intention to request a refund, and had made no complaints to Airbnb, nor do we intend to. Terribly sorry if what I wrote caused you to think I was going to complain to Airbnb or give a poor review. I urge you to please reconsider. And then the refund came through, like maybe 20 minutes after this, and then we did leave. So I think that Jean's poor review of me was retaliatory because she didn't like that I pointed out safety concerns about the property she was hosting. She doesn't actually even own this property. She told me the managers are away, and she's just the owners are away, and she's just managing the property for them. So she probably doesn't want to hear about safety concerns, because if she were to address them, that would get in the way of her making her commission on um, managing this property as an Airbnb for them. I don't know. I'm not a mind reader. I have no idea. But I wonder if it was a retaliatory negative review.